Hello, friends, and welcome to the new episode of I Don't Work Here, Lady. So if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss a new video every single day. And our first story to warm up, my short career as a waiter. My wife and I were in the mood for some pho, delicious Vietnamese noodle soup for those who haven't lived yet, and we like to go to a mom-and-pop restaurant just down the street from us. Keep in mind that this is a few days before Christmas, and we live in a retirement community. So that means everyone and their dog was in town visiting Grandma and Grandpa for the holidays. I called in our order to go so we could eat at home because the wife and I are both misanthropic and other people are disgusting idiots. Not really. Anyway, I walk into the restaurant and every table was full with out-of-towners, and the waiter, who's also a co-owner and the frontman of the restaurant, was running around trying to serve all 30-plus people in the place by himself, and he mentioned to me that 2 of his employees didn't show, and they were a little backed up. He's always taken good care of my wife and I, so I told him no rush, take his time. Note that since this was a casual restaurant, he only wore a baseball cap, a t-shirt, and a pair of jeans. I also happen to be wearing a baseball cap, a t-shirt, and jeans as well. You can see where this is going. I'm patiently waiting by the back counter for my order to be ready, just browsing Reddit on my phone, when I hear someone snapping. I look up to see some fat D-bag, FDB, with gold change, a silk button-up shirt, and greasy, slick-back hair, holding up his hands in the universal WTF gesture. I look up at him for a moment and then go back to my phone. FBD. Excuse me, can I get a menu here? I look up at the lone waiter frantically trying to carry 2 trays of food to an 8-top table, and then, as many of you have done in the past, I decided I'd just give this guy what he wants rather than make an I don't work here run. I look on the counter and notice there are a pile of menus, so I grab one, and without saying anything, I pass it to him. I figured that'd be the end of it, and I went back to my phone. Snapping again. FDB. Excuse me, I also need some silverware. Also, does your boss know you've been on your phone when you should be helping out? I notice that I'm standing next to a tub that has silverware rolled up in paper napkins. Wordlessly, again, I pass him some silverware. FBD. You have a really bad attitude, and frankly, I'm tired of being treated poorly every time I come here. If I was your boss, I'd have you fired. I really didn't care what this guy thought, so I went back to waiting with my phone, and after a few more minutes, my order was ready, and I was back into the cash register next to Fat D-Bag's table. As I pay, I noticed the wheels in his greasy little head turning as he realized that I was a customer like him. I take my order from the waiter and wish him a Merry Christmas. As I walk past Fat D-Bag's table, I look him in the eye, and he begins spluttering, obviously not sure what to say. Being something of a D-Bag myself, I decided I would speak for him. I subtly yet deliberately flipped him off and said, Merry Christmas, and without another word, stepped out into the parking lot to get into my car and go home. This is beautiful. And our second story. Ma'am, we are not affiliated with the hotel. I posted this in a different sub, but the people over there said you guys might enjoy it too, so here goes. I'm not a FD employee, but I was mistaken for a hotel employee. My family's company works in security systems, contracting for stores. Normally, I just take care of the paper side of things, but something popped up this weekend that required an additional hand, and no one else wanted to give up a weekend for essentially what was simple work. Anyway, my husband and I fly out with all our tools. We get to the hotel, check in, and start going through the stuff for the job site. Power goes out at the hotel. Sucks, but it's daylight out and not a biggie, as we aren't going to be back in the room for another 4 to 6 hours anyway. Another 15 to 20 minutes later, we're headed out the door. This is when we encountered a guest just hanging out in the very dark hallway. Older woman, OD, notices us, and the tool bags we're carrying right away. OD, oh, the hotel finally sent someone to fix the power. When are y'all going to have it fixed? Husband, sorry, we aren't here to work on the power. We're contractors for a different place. OD, wow, so you're not even going to take care of the issue here first? Husband and I look at each other, confused as F. Obviously, she thinks we work for the hotel still. Me. I think there's a misunderstanding. We aren't here as workers for the hotel. We're here as guests. Husband: Yes, we're traveling private contractors. At this point, she starts ranting and raving. She's talking about some event she needs to get ready for that we obviously just don't want to help her because she's black. Right then, I was like, nope. We're walking away from this. I'm done with trying to reason with this person. She starts following us through the hallway, going on and on about how we don't like black people and how she's going to call the hotel on us and get us fired. My husband has a better sense of humor about the whole situation because I'm straight up ignoring her after the race card thing and keeps trying not to laugh as he's saying, "Ma'am, we are not affiliated with the hotel. I don't know what you expect the brand to do about it." We reach the stairwell. OD: Well, if y'all don't work for the hotel, why are you coming out of one of the rooms with tool bags? Huh? Well, then she just put her hands on her hips and gave what I assume was her "you guys are so busted" face. Husband: Because we are guests that happen to be private contractors. Like I've been saying, not everybody that walks out of a room with a tool bag works for the hotel, lady. Thankfully, she felt no need to follow us down the several flights of dark stairs. We laughed it off and assumed she got the message, maybe even feeling like a jerk herself. Stopped by the front desk just in case to give them a heads up. As we're working, we get a call to come by the desk before going back to the room. Of course she complained, you guys. She wanted our heads, apparently, and a free stay. Then, when they were finally able to impart on her that we don't work for the hotel, we're actually guests, she let it go, right? No, wrong. She wanted our company info to complain to our boss. They didn't comply. So she said that she and her relative would just wait for us to come back since she knew what room was ours. Evicted. We moved rooms. The rest of the stay was smooth. Apparently, the FD agent that evicted them was amused to be accused of racism as he was black as well. It was his first eviction. That was how I found out the backstory. All in all, probably won't be going on field work again anytime soon. And the third story today. I don't work here anymore. Please stop blocking the exit. I just want to clarify that English is not my first language, so I apologize in advance for any spelling or grammar mistakes in the text. I used to work at the IT department of a local high school. Most of my job was picking up and repairing PCs and doing maintenance on the Wi-Fi network in the building, so the teachers would often come to the IT office asking for me to repair a PC or something. One day my contract expired at that school, and I got another job. So my friends at the IT department decided to throw a small party to celebrate my new job and say their farewells. After the party, I went to the office to get my stuff and my box and leave for my new job. As I'm leaving the office and walking a few meters down the hallway, a teacher comes up to me. E.T., entitled teacher. Me, marshmallow explosion, i.e. me. E.T., wait, I need your help. A computer at Lab 2 isn't working. Go there to fix it now. Me, I don't work here anymore. My contract expired and I'm on my way to the next job now. But if you need help, just go to the IT office at the end of the corridor and they'll help you out. Good day. E.T., but I need it fixed now. Then E.T. ran and blocked the door leading out to the stairs that exit the building. Me, sir, I don't work here anymore. I don't have the time to look into this matter, nor the credentials to enter a lab and use a computer there. E.T., but you worked here for a year. Of course you have credentials. Me, as I said, I don't work here anymore. I was getting tired of repeating the same thing over and over. And if you go there and fix the computer, I can get in trouble since I don't have any authority to meddle around with that. I just turned around and went through an exit at the other side of the building and left. I could hear him screaming from a window. E.T., I'm going to report you to the director's board and get you fired. Me, go ahead. I don't mind. So a few months later, I met a friend that still works there, and he told me what happened. Looks like the ET actually did complain about me to the director's board during a meeting, but my old boss was in the meeting and pointed out that I did the right thing since I wasn't an employee of the school anymore, and that screaming like that through the window was less than professional behavior to have at school. It amazes me some people can be so hard-headed. And our next story. I work here, not there. I work in a small liquor store in a strip mall. There's also a pharmacy convenience store in the same mall. Recently, they've decided to close 2 hours earlier than they used to. That means they now close a full 3 hours before everyone else on the strip. I've had several people ask me why they're closed and accept my answer of, that's just what time they close now. But one lady decided otherwise. She'll be CL, crazy lady. I'm me and my boss will be boss. CL, why is the pharmacy closed? Me, they close at 7 now. CL, but why? I need to get there. Me, I'm sorry, I really can't help. CL, speaking loudly. I need you to open the store. I need to get in there. Me, I'm sorry, but I don't work for them. I don't have keys to that store. CL, this is insane. You people are the devil. You're going to hell if you don't open that door and let me in right now. Where's your manager? Now, this is where I truly love my job. My company is privately owned, and my boss, bless him, has a very strict stance on people abusing his staff. Me, you'll need to leave now. CL, I will not. Get me your manager now. Me, no. CL, I said now, you little B-word. Get me your manager or I'll knock your butt and have you fired. Boss, jogging up from the back and trying to figure out who's yelling. What's going on out here? CL, finally, this little bit. The boss cut her off. I was not speaking to you. So I give him a quick rundown while CL puffs up like a PO'd cat. Boss, I see. Well, I can solve this problem quickly. Get the F out. CL, what? You can't kick me out. I'm a customer. Boss, I sure as crap can. This is my business. And you're stupid for thinking we can open a completely different store and threatening my staff, which, by the way, is recorded on audio and video. If you don't leave now, I'm calling the cops and we'll be pressing charges. CL, QCL slamming out the door like someone lit her on fire. Boss, B-word. Moral of the story, never mess with a newfie. They don't F around. Hey guys, thank you all for watching the video to the end, and I'll see you in the next one.